That we're going to show all of these people have learning disabilities. One thing these people could achieve is achieve a lot. One thing these people have in common is a learning disability, and some of them are before working a job and some of them are after. But all of these people are successful. Tristan is in the 6th grade. Natalie is an administrative assistant. Consulting firm Tim. Another kid is 11 years old in grade 6. One of them is a teacher in 9 through 12. Steve is a businessman. Richard goes to school and he is in the 11th grade. What do these all people have in common? Again, a learning disability. About 20% of people have a learning disability. 1 in 5. That may sound like a small percentage, but what does it really present? Based on the 2019 population, that 20% of people would represent 6.56 million individuals in the United States who have a learning and attention deficit disorder. Learning disability is a lifelong, continued difficulty. People have either achieved above average intelligence or average. They are not caused by culture or language differences. They are not due to social economics, right? Social economics means that if I have a lot of money more than this person, then I don't have a learning disability. That's not it. Not due to culture. It's not due to culture. It's not caused by lack of effort. More effort than the average person in the classroom. And they may exist with ADHD or distractive learning futuristics. Learning can be frustrating a lot, especially knowing that you don't have a learning disability, said by a kid in this video. Definition of learning disability refers to affect a person retaining to recall information. There are different types of learning disabilities. Some people may have one type, while others may have another type. It is important to define the disability. It is important to know what the disability is and what different strengths you have. Let's look at different types of learning disability. The first one we'll look at is reading. Reading experiences is how the world do I experience this. Sometimes I can't read the name, including dogs. Sometimes I'll mix up the dogs and I'll have to ask my employer what the dog's name is. That's what I have to do. So I ask for help. That's a key. And other coworkers also know that I have dyslexia, which this is a type of learning disability, involves letters and words. And by the way, I work at a doggy daycare. Difficult reading. This is where I struggle the most. The next type of learning disability is language expressive, referred to. Sometimes I'll drop a person in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a conversation, and I won't tell them what's going on to describe the conversation. Here the student is having to, what the person is writing one time. I was struggling with my assignment so much that the assignment, much like this kid didn't know how to do written, but I dropped the class, dropped the course, and then in the story I struggled to do the work, and that's why I dropped the class. It was the first time I way back to school in a while.
My name is Larissa. I go to school. I am in grade 7.
My name is Nadia, and I'm an administrative assistant in a large consulting firm.
My name is Tim. I am 11 years old. I go to school and I'm in grade 6.
My name is Cheryl, and I'm a high school teacher, and I teach grades 9 to 12.
My name is Hillary. I'm 13. I go to school and I'm in grade 8.
My name is Steve, and I'm a businessman.
My name is Richard. I go to school. I'm in grade 11.
What do these people have in common? They all have learning disabilities. About 5 to 8% of the population has learning disabilities. Learning disabilities is a lifelong difficulty, and learning disabilities affect people with average or above average intelligence. They're not caused by cultural or language differences, and they're not due to socioeconomic status. Learning disabilities are also not caused by a lack of motivation, and they may exist with other conditions such as attention disorders.
It can frustrate you a lot. You can get so frustrated over things, especially if you don't know that you have a learning disability.
Now we are going to examine the definition of learning disabilities, sometimes referred to as LD. Learning disabilities refer to a variety of disorders that affect a person's ability to obtain, remember, recall, understand, and organize the use of information taken in through the senses. There are different types of learning disabilities. Some people may have only one type, while other people may have several different types of learning disabilities. It is important to remember everyone has different areas of strength as well. Let's look at some of the types of learning disabilities. The first one we will start with is a reading disability, also known as dyslexia. This type of learning disability involves difficulty reading letters or words, reversing letters or numbers, as well as difficulty understanding what was read. Here is a sample page of what someone with dyslexia might see. The next type of learning disability we will look at is expressive language. We will refer to it as a language-based learning disability. It is important to know for this type of learning disability, it causes difficulties no matter what language the child or adult speaks. Problems arise when a person is trying to use their language, either verbally or in written form.
For social studies,
here, a student in a classroom is having difficulty understanding what the teacher is assigning. And then struggling with the work.
In the MLB, the Royals played the Angels last night, and in basically a blowout, the Royals win 10-4. Raquel Garcia going 33 for 5 with 2 runs batted in. Vinny Pasquantino left the park one time on his home run. Darian Blanco went 3 for 3. Actually, probably two stolen bases or one. He went 3 for 3, 4 runs. He scored 2 runs batted in, and almost went for the cycle. He is hitting 300, but hasn't played that much. Maybe he has earned his spot on the starting. And the Cardinals switched with the Royals for the team they're playing, which is the Brewers. And the Cardinals lost to the Brewers last night, 7-1. The Cardinals are 15-22. Tomorrow, the Cardinals and Brewers will go at it. The Cardinals are 15-22. The Brewers are 22-15. Tonight's starters, Lance Lynn and Robert Grasser, who will get his first start of the season and will make his major league debut. And the Cubs had the day off yesterday. They will play the Pirates. The Cubs come in at 22-16. 17-21 to the Pirates. Game time 5:40. Javar Asared will go for the Cubs. Jared Jones will go for the Pirates. And that game will go at 5:40 Central Time. At 8:30 Central Time on Apple TV Plus, the Kansas City Royals go at 23-6. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim at 14-24. Alec Marsh will get the nod for the Royals. He has been very good this year. He is off the 15-day disabled list. Griffin Canning will get the nod for the Angels. He has a high ERA. Game time 8:38. And then the NBA last night, the Cavaliers tied the series at 118-94. And the Mavericks tie their series at 119-110. And tonight, the Knicks will play the Pacers. The Pacers are up 2-0. Players to watch out for: Jalen Brunson from New York Knicks and Tyler Hilbert from the Indiana Pacers. The Nuggets and Timberwolves play tonight. Nicole Jokic and Anthony Edwards will be players to watch out for. The Pacers and Knicks tip at 6. The Nuggets and Timberwolves tip at 8:30. And now on to the NHL. Last night, the Rangers won 3-2 in overtime. The Rangers take a 3-0 lead. The Stars evened up the series with a 5-3 win. That series is tied at 1-1. Tonight will be the Panthers and Bruins. That series is tied at 1-1. 6 o'clock. Players to watch out for: Sam Reinhart and David Pastrnak. Face-off is at 6. Boston to host. Oilers will play the Canucks. Oilers, Connor McDavid will be a player to watch out for, and JT Miller will be a player to watch out for. Face-off in from Vancouver is at 9 o'clock. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report.